Hi, what's your name?
Al Rodriguez.
Al, good to know you.
Nice to meet you.
Why don't we start off and well, give me a little professional background. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I started and got a good education at Colorado State University, got my Bachelor of Science degree.
Okay.
I jumped into solar energy research work and hopped over into oil and gas work, which was a good combination for Colorado.
And it's a good combination for the future.
True.
Yeah, yeah.
And I learned some things in that industry about databases and leases and agreements, and started selling my skills as an independent contractor to oil and gas companies in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, I sold some residential credit reports and lease services to lenders. After that, I find myself in this present period where I've been in 17 years doing safety and health work for insurance companies. Now this is interesting. It's a field of work where I'm going out and visiting the clients, prospective clients.
Mm-hmm.
I do risk analysis and risk management audits,
mm-hmm.
and I take a look at the operations. In a way, I'm kind of lucky because I've been able to go inside, see the operations, the machinery firsthand, and then I'd evaluate it for regulatory compliance and whether we are going to insure it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of things during that time, and yeah, I've done consulting, training. I use my fluency in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Yo hice tareas complicadas y la expliqué más fácil para entender.
Very good.
I've
heard people say they have fluency in Spanish, but not quite that good.
Well, that's a talent I can bring to an employer.
Yeah, I would think in the line of work you've been in too, you have to have a sort of an overview, but you have to also have an eye for detail.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, I mean, tell me what if I ask you what has set you apart? You know, what has distinguished you in your field? What would you say?
Well, I would have to say that my clients think I'm an expert at assessing problems and solving them.
Mm-hmm.
I've been creative at finding efficiencies and streamlining operations. I'm detail-oriented and I'm analytical in nature.
Mm-hmm.
I think I base things on data, but you know, I use my intuition a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I consider myself a fast learner. I'm smart, bilingual, but I really like to make things faster, smoother, better. And I've got operational experience in oversight, in assessments, those sorts of things. And I think that is something that you only get from being out there and having seen over 5,000 places that I've been to.
And you seem like you'd also be very pleasant to work with.
Well, yeah.
Just on the team kind of thing. You're sort of a team player?
Yes, I am. I'm good.
Yeah, very good, very good. Well, give me an example of where some of these attributes and qualities have paid off, maybe a success that you could share with me.
Well, the one thing that comes to mind is that I have seen so many different industries and operations and processes, machinery, people, ergonomic movements, and I've seen it all, and I look back at it and I say that's a great body of work.
Mm-hmm.
And I've made some formal recommendations to improve workplaces and improve employees' lives too, and I think I feel good about that. But if there's one thing I take from that, it's that I've got a great tangible amount of knowledge that I think could be beneficial
mm-hmm.
to an employer.
Across a broad range of industries, I would imagine.
True.
Yeah, yeah, very good. Well, if you had to give some advice, say, to managers today, you know, it's a challenging economy. I mean, what sort of advice would you offer?
Well, it would be to listen to your clients and to your employees. But don't just hear them. Listen to what their needs are,
mm-hmm.
and communication is really important right now.
Right.
So listening is really the secret of learning when to be silent. And I always say this, that you have to train your employees and give them the tools to be accountable. If you can get your employees to buy into that accountability and that responsibility, it is great for the system. You've got oversight by everybody, you've got efficiencies that are flowing, management by objectives, and all that just flows into what I think is a good word, and that's profit.
Yeah, well, that's got to be the bottom line. Al, I certainly appreciate you spending some time with me. It's been a pleasure.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot.